Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing the LeetCode Roman to integer algorithm challenge. It's a fairly easy one, and we'll look at this. But basically Roman numerals are I1, V5, X10, and so on. And then there's only a few constraints, or the one constraint is input is guaranteed to be within the range of 1 to 3,999. And it's guaranteed to be a valid Roman numeral, so you won't have a V followed by 5 I's. So it's going to be a valid Roman numeral, and it's going to be within that range. And then there's a few test cases that they gave us, and I also put in just a few test cases as well. So let's get started. I also have live server opened up. I'm using Xcode to code, so I have live server opened up. So I've given these test cases just a few that they have, and then I have the edge cases of 1 and 3,999. So just a few there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a function const Roman to int equals, and then we're going to take in a string. And this is going to be this string, and then so we'll declare a few variables. We'll have a key, and we're going to make this an object of values. So we're going to have a key with all of these values in it right here, so we can sort by them. Okay, so this one's 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, and I'm just reading these off the side here. C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. Oops. So that's our key that we're going to be going off of, and then we're just going to have an array, and I'm just going to call this ants, and it's going to be an empty array. So this is going to be what we push values into that, and then we'll just use the reduce function, the JavaScript reduce function, to add up the values that are in here. So we need a for loop to go through the string to make sure, or to either put it in or reduce the value in it if it is one of these. So if it's this, we want to put each one into the answer array. If it's something like this, where the number before it is less than this, then we need to be able to subtract these two. So I'm just going to use a for loop and to go through this string. So let I equal 0, I less than s dot length. So this length of the string is what we're going after to go through each one, is what we're going to use. So we have two things we need to test for. We need to test, or we just have the one thing. We need to test if this number is less than this one. So we need to take in s at that current index and compare it with our values here in the key. So I'm going to say if the key at the index of the string at the index of I is less than key at the index of s at the index of I plus 1, we're going to subtract it. Else, we're just going to add to the array. Okay, so we're saying we're going to take s at whatever character we're at, and we're going to go into the key, and we're going to say, okay, so s at I is going to be I. So key at I is going to be 1, so that's how it's going to give us this. And something like this, m, it's going to take in S at I is going to be M, and then key at M is 1,000. So that's how we translate this into numbers. So we're going to just take our answer array. We're going to say answer dot push. And what we want to push is the key at S at I, so the same thing we got up there, minus the key at S at I. Okay, so basically we're just taking this same thing. If it's less than this, so if this is less than this, then we want to subtract this from this and add that to the array. So this is actually going to be I plus 1. So we want to take the index that's right in front of it, and we want to subtract this from the index in front of that and push it to the array. And then the next thing we want to do is, since this, we want to iterate this I up, because when it comes to here, it's going to go through. So in this case, this is going to be Roman numeral, the number is going to be 4, but since the length is 2 here, our for loop thinks that we want to go and compare this one again, so it'll add it to the array again under the else, even because there's nothing in front of it. So what we want to do is we just want to push our ticker here up, and then we want to continue. We just want to break out of this iteration of the for loop so we don't ever have any problems. And then if this is not higher, if it's just a standard, then we want to say answer.push. Oops. And all we want to push is the key at S at I. Okay, so that's our for loop. So it's going to go through all of our values. And let's see. Now we want to do answer is equal to, okay, let's console log answer first for all of these values. As you can see, 1, 3, 4, 9, 50, 5. The reason this one is 4 is because we only had 2 values. So we did 5 minus 1, and that's going to give us 4. Same thing with this one. It's going to be 9. This one's going to be 58. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use the reduce function. So we're going to say console log answer dot reduce, and then we're going to take our previous or our total value, and we're going to take our current iteration, and we're going to use an arrow function, and we're just going to say total plus previous. Oops. Previous is not fine. Oh, current. Okay, there we go. 1, 3, 4, 9, 58, 1994, 3,999. So that's all of our expected values. And then for LeetCode, all I'm going to do is return, since they are expecting, they're expecting a number returned. So they're expecting a number there. So all we have to do is return. Hope you guys liked that. I'm going to upload the next one we have is going to be the next one we have is integer to Roman, and I'll upload that one next. Like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see anything else. Thanks for watching.